everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to TTP Sports. We are here going to be recapping a Phillies Game 4 loss to the Arizona Diamondbacks as they blow a 5-2 lead with bullpen guys that come into the ball game and cannot throw strikes. Sir Anthony Dominguez taken out. Okay, he looked fine even though he got into a jam. Soto comes in, can't throw strikes. Kerkering comes in, can't throw strikes, walks the guy with the bases loaded. Kimbrel comes in, can't throw strikes, allows the game-tying home run. Alvarado can't throw strikes, allows the go-ahead RBI. You put yourself into position to win, to possibly come back into the ball game in the ninth if it wasn't for the umpire blowing in the strike zone, like it was, if he was getting paid to suck dick there. I don't know. He was blowing the strike zone the entire game, and he decided to save his worst for the very end of the game, even though that's not the difference why you lost this ball game. You lost this ball game because you lost this ball game. Trey Turner swings and misses at 3 straight pitches that were right down the middle of the plate to with Schwarber, with Sosa on second base. You scored 5 runs against the Diamondbacks bullpen. Let's also put that there. Your offense didn't score enough. It's good that you put yourself in a position to win the ball game with a 5-2 lead. Your pitching didn't help you either, but you need to score more against this bullpen. 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 And also for the pitchers that come into the ball game, I need to ask you a firm question. I need to ask you a firm, gentle, calm question. You don't have to answer it. You just, give me a nod or shake of the head or something like that. You just need to give me a firm answer to it. You need to give me an answer. Just an answer. I just need an answer. Why? 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 For the love of God. Why? Why? Can't anybody come in from the bullpen with a 5-2 lead? Throw fucking strikes. How? How is that physically possible? There's a stat here that I saw on Twitter that one of my buddies sent me. This is from Michael Bondman. Soto, Kerkering, Kimbrel, and Alvarado. They faced 13 batters. 13 batters faced. 2 first pitch strikes. 2 first pitch strikes. If that's not a recipe for disaster, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. It's the fact that the guys that you need to rely on the back end of the bullpen came in and did shit. Hoffman was very good. Strom was good. Sir Anthony honestly was good. At this... Soto, you're facing the 8 and 9 hole hitters. And you're walking them. And you're ahead in the count. And you're walking these guys. Throw a strike. Kerkering, I don't care if you're 22 years old. I don't care if you're 35. If your slider isn't working, throw the fastball. Because apparently they couldn't catch up to the fastball, but no, slider. Outside. He didn't throw one slider for a strike that entire outing. He got lucky only allowing 1 run. He got lucky. And let's not go to the fact at the beginning of the game that you gifted them 1 run because Christopher Sanchez forgot the outs. This is in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Guy on first base with 1 out. Grounder right back to the Christopher Sanchez. Grounder right back to him. Here, stop literally screaming here. Throw the ball to me. Chris. Christopher nonchalantly runs over the Bryce. He tosses it to him. And he's like, oh shit, there's only 1 out. Oh shit, that was just the 2nd out. And then he allows a run immediately after. So you gifted them that 1 run. You gifted them that. How else did the Diamondbacks put their 2nd run on the ball game? How did they score their 2nd run? Sanchez out there on the mound. Allows an infield single. Then he gets, there was a lot of wild pitches from Christopher Sanchez today. Marte eventually gets the 3rd. Marte eventually gets the third, and then Hoffman comes in, allows a single. That becomes a 2-0 ball game. Your offense did wake up eventually. Not enough. It did wake up eventually. Schwarber with a leadoff homer in the fourth to cut the lead in half. You go to the top of the fifth, you tie the ball game up. JT with a single. He gets to second base on a Nick Castellanos force out. Then Marsh gets a 2-out double. Lefty ties the ball game up. And then you go to the top of the sixth. This is where you needed to score more. This is where you needed to score more. It just is. So Schwarber leads off with a walk. Turner leads off with a walk. Harper leads off with a walk. So you get bases loaded and 0 outs for Alec Bohm. They bring the bullpen in. Alec Bohm swings at the first pitch. He chops it up the third base line. Rivera making the play at third base. Horrible throw to the catcher. Moreno can't gobble it up. It goes behind him, and 2 runs score because of it. So heads up base running there by Trey Turner. But then Alec Bohm with the worst base running decision I've seen in my fucking life. He's so far down the first baseline, he just finally realizes that the ball got behind the catcher as he's on that, all the way down the first baseline. Oh, then he decides to go to second base, and he's thrown out by a fucking mile. You made it a 4-2 game in that instance, but it could have been so much more because you would have had 2 runners on for Bryce and Stott, and then he walked on 4 pitches in his at-bat. Okay, it's 1 out, man on first and third. He eventually does steal second base, but JT strikes out, 2-2. Strikes out on the 2-2 count, and then Nick Castellanos, 0-2 pitch, grounds out. So you could have scored more with 2 runners on again, and you didn't. Seranthony Dominguez allows a couple of base runners. He gets out of the 6th, surprisingly. Top of the 7th inning, Trey Turner, after a Johan Rojas triple. So that was shocking. Turner gets the sac fly to score Rojas. It's 5-2. This is where everything blows apart for your bullpen. Okay, let's go through this shit. Let's perfectly go through this shit. Let's look at it pitch by pitch. So Seranthony Dominguez faces the first batter. Rivera comes out for the 7th. He gets him out on 1 pitch. Then Rob Thompson decides to go to Gregory Soto against the 9-hole hitter. Perdomo singles on a 3-2 count after Soto gets ahead 1-2. Can't throw a strike. And then he throws a pitch 3-2 down the middle of the plate. Sinker 99, Perdomo gets a hit off of it. Then he walks Marte in a full count after he gets it to 2-2. And then he manages to get Carroll the ground out into a fielder's choice. It was a nice play by Trey Turner. But then here comes Kirkering. Walks Moreno on 5 pitches. Walks him on 5 pitches. Obviously cannot throw strikes. His slider can't throw for strikes. Then he walks Walker on 5 pitches. Cannot throw that slider for a strike. And then he manages somehow to get someone the ground out. Surprisingly. 5-3 ball game. The damage could have been way worse. But you put yourself in that predicament because 2 guys that you asked to come into this inning, 2 guys, could not throw strikes. Soto and Kirkering. Go to the top of the 8th. Phillies go down after a Bohm leadoff single. They don't do anything there. And Bohm did get in the scoring position, and Castellanos couldn't do anything. Castellanos has been shit this series. Unlike a lot of the hitters on the road. Bottom of the 8th. Craig Kimbrell out there starts off horribly. Gurriel with a leadoff double. Then Longoria lines out for the first out of the inning. And then he gets into Alec Thomas pinch hitting. Going inside the entire at-bat. 3-2 count. Oh, let's throw a 93-mile-an-hour meatball on the outside part of the plate. And Alec Thomas hits it into the pool and ties the game up. Yeah. So Kimbrell. And let's go to some of these batters too. The Gurriel, it was a 2-1 double. Longoria, it was a 2-2 count. Thomas couldn't throw strikes. Perdomo, the one time he decided to throw strikes, he actually got Perdomo out. And then Marte, 1-pitch single. He hit Carroll on the first pitch. And then Jose Alvarado comes in the game, can't throw strikes. It's a 3-1 count to Moreno. He gets an RBI single, go-ahead run there. And then in the Phillies, let's go to the umpire here. So Brandon Marsh Long at bat, 8 pitches. So yeah. So Marsh saw like 5 balls in this at bat that the umpire decided to call 2 of those strikes. So it was a 2-2 count the entire time. So 2-0 count to start off. Marsh fouls off the 3rd pitch, and then strike on the inside part of the plate by the elbows. Umpire calls it a strike. Should have been a ball. Should have been a ball. He was calling that a ball all game. Calling that a ball all game, decides to call it a strike. Then Marsh fouls off 3 straight pitches, and then ball. So trying to think. So here's the strike zone right here. Here's the so strike zone right here. Here's the pitch over here. Call a strike. Over here, call a strike. Like right over there, call a strike. And that was the strikeout that Marsh looked at. It was a ball. It was a ball. Marsh saw 50,000 balls in that at bat. He should have walked. And then the first pitch to Jake Cave should have been a ball. Called a strike. Cave works the count. Gets it to 3-2. He strikes out. Schwarber then doubles on the first pitch he sees. Okay, so you got a guy in scoring position. Sosa comes in the pinch run. Makes sense. Turner gets the count 2-0. And then could not hit one single fastball down the middle of the plate. Swung and missed at every single one of them, except for one that he fouled. Could not hit a single fastball down the middle of the plate, and he strikes out that end of the ball game. 2-0 series. You had a 2-0 series coming into Arizona. You looked like a completely different team. You looked like a completely different team in this series in Arizona. Now, I don't care that Arizona is a non-hitter friendly ballpark. I don't care that Arizona is different. For a team that loves to hit at home, they sure forgot that they played road games. They sure forgot that they played road games. They sure forgot that, you have to go on the road eventually. Did they get into their minds a little bit too much that they played at home for a little too much? Was 4 straight home games too much for them to remember that they had to play on the road? And now you got to win Game 5. Now you got to win Game 5. Because I don't want to go back home down 3-2. I don't want to lose every fucking game in Arizona. Zack Wheeler is on the bump tomorrow for Zach Gallen again. How is that going to go out for a second time? I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue. You're going to have no bullpen tomorrow, so you're going to need Zack Wheeler to go deep into the game. You're going to have no bullpen. You've used literally every guy out of the bullpen except Lorenzen. You need length from Zack Wheeler. He's gone at least, around 6 innings in every outing so far this postseason. I need 7. I need 7. I need 7 innings of scoreless ball from Zack Wheeler. I don't care if that's too much. I need scoreless baseball from him. Because this offense needs to pick it the fuck up. This offense needs to pick it the fuck up. It's that simple. It is that simple. This offense needs to fucking wake up. For as much as your bullpen is fucking blowing it, you scored 5 runs against a bullpen game. That on itself is a joke. That on itself is a joke. Yeah, you got yourself a 5-2 lead. You had plenty of other chances to score. Simple as that. Simple as that. Plenty of fucking chances to score. And now, it's a 2-2 series. You let them back into the series. Now they got all the confidence in the world. After we were riding the high, man. We were riding the high of the first 2 games. Did it get to their heads? Did it just get to their heads that they thought it was going to be an easy done? Well, it's never easy. It's not the Atlanta Braves who choke every single postseason. It's not the Los Angeles Dodgers that choke every single postseason. I know I've talked my trash on the Diamondbacks, but they're here for a reason. They're here for a reason. You're also here for a reason, too. Your offense has been spectacular for majority of these playoffs. Where the fuck did it go in these 2 games on the road? Don't bring up the ballpark. Don't bring up the ballpark. Because it shouldn't fucking matter. Your team has ability to hit home runs in every ballpark. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what ballpark you're playing in. Your team has the ability to hit home runs in every ballpark you play in with this power in the lineup. It just does. It does. Yeah, Trey Turner barely missed a home run in this game as well. Same with JT. Came outs. I don't know what else to say. The lineup today, Kyle Schwarber was your best hitter overall. He was 2 for 3 with 2 walks and a home run. Trey Turner 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Bryce Harper had a walk. He goes over 3. He struck out 2 times, so Harper hasn't been his best in these 2 games. Alec Bohm was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Bryson Stott has been dreadful, over 3. JT 1 for 4. Nick Castellanos has been dreadful, 0 for 4. Brandon Marsh 1 for 4. He needs to be in the lineup every day regardless of who is pitching. Rojas actually had a hit. You had 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. You left 6 runners on base. The Diamondbacks went 4 for 12 and left 10. Let's look at the pitching comparisons. Christopher Sanchez, 2 in the 3rd innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 38 pitches. You knew he wasn't going to go deep into the game, and I think it was the final straw when he forgot how many fucking outs there were. I think that was the fucking final straw. When he forgot how many outs there were. Jeff Hoffman, I thought was spectacular. 3 strikeouts. Matt Strahm was fine. Got out of his situation. 1, 2, 3. Seranthony Dominguez, an inning in the 3rd. 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 23 pitches. Soto was terrible. Kerkering was terrible. Kimbrel was terrible. And Alvarado was terrible. So, your first 3 bullpen guys were great. Your last 4 guys were terrible. Your last 4 guys couldn't throw strikes. That's your issue. Let's look at the Diamondbacks. Only 1 pitcher in this game went 2 innings, and that was Thompson. Mantiply went 1 inning, allowed a hit, got out of it. Frias went an inning in the 3rd, 2 strikeouts. Nelson, 2/3 of an inning, 1 earned run. Castro, 1 2/3, 1 earned run. Sal Frank, 1/3 of an inning. He walked a lot of guys. You got to him. Thompson went 2 innings, allowed an earned run and 2 walks. Couldn't hit Ginkel. And Seawold, you just, for some reason, just couldn't hit him. I don't understand. It was 2-0, man. 2-0. 2-0. It was 5-2. It was 5-2. And your bullpen couldn't fucking hold it. You want to talk about the broadcast and how they sound very favorable to the Diamondbacks? On how they sound more excited when the Diamondbacks do something than the Phillies do? Yeah. But, I listen to the bullpen. A lot of the games, I'll just switch it to mute. The national broadcasts are always terrible. I'm not shocked that they sound more in favor of the Diamondbacks, the broadcast does. I'm not entirely shocked. Now, yeah, you could say it was 2 series in a row that they, sounded more excited when the other teams did stuff than the Phillies. I don't fucking care. I don't know what to say anymore. Let's go to the anytime hotline. Let's get to Sean. What do you got, Sean?
So let's break this one down from all angles. First of all, we can't, focus on the end of the game without looking back at the start of it. Trey Turner getting picked off. Alec Bohm throwing the routine ground ball 5 feet over Bryce Harper's head. Christopher Sanchez forgetting how many outs there were on a routine double play ball. Alec Bohm getting caught in a base running blunder. All these things contribute to the ultimate L. And Amadeo, look, I respect your opinion. You can stand on the hill and believe what you want to believe. I'm standing firm on my hill. I think Rob Thompson cost them tonight. To me, we have seen the track record of Gregory Soto. You never, ever, ever put that bastard in a high leverage situation. He's too fucking wild. You know, Craig Kimbrell, the oil is out of the car now. He can't run anymore. Why is Alvarado not even warming up to start that inning? Why is Alvarado not brought in to face Alec Thomas? Again, you can tell me how many pitches he's thrown, this, that, and the other. There's a trip to the World Series at risk. At this point, sorry to say, I don't give a shit about his arm. He has all off season to rest. I care about winning games. It's now a series, and if the Phillies lose this game tomorrow, they're in trouble. I don't give a shit about home field advantage. You left that shit behind at Citizens Bank Park. You've let this team back into the series. I think the game tomorrow determines who wins it.
I can agree with that. I just, when these guys don't, during the season, when you don't pitch them on back-to-back nights, when Alvarado yesterday threw 2 innings because the rest of the bullpen couldn't throw strikes, and he was the only guy that was able to do anything, I knew that was going to come back to bite you in the ass. And you had to use Kimbrell today. You just had to. There was no avoiding it. Soto, yeah, I can see the argument there. Honestly, yeah, I can definitely see the argument for Soto. I don't know why, because Serafini got the first guy on the first pitch, so I'm not sure why you yanked Serafini that early. Kerkering can't be pitching in high leverage anymore. Same thing with Soto. Kimbrell, I don't have trust in anymore. So Corey won that battle. Corey, if you're in this chat, you won that battle with not trusting Kimbrell. I don't know who I trust in this bullpen anymore. I trust Hoffman because he's come in and delivered when you needed to, even though he comes in early in ball games. I guess I trust Strom more. I still trust Alvarado because he's still your better electric arm out there. I don't know, man. It's just when you're constantly allowing the teams to get base runners inning in and inning out, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. It's going to come back to bite you in the ass. Because how many innings in a row with the Phillies having the 5-2 lead did the Phillies allow the Diamondbacks to get at least a tying run on base, the tying run to the plate, the winning run, the go-ahead run to the plate? It was too many innings in a row. 7th inning, bases loaded. You walk a guy home. Yeah, you get out of it, but that's an inning where you allow the winning run to come to the plate. Kimbrell's inning, once again, leadoff double, tying run at the plate, allows a home run. It just can't happen. Even in Serafini's 6th inning of work, he allowed a couple of base runners. It's just when you're constantly allowing base runners inning in, inning out, you're not always going to get out of it clean. That's the issue. Yeah, maybe you should save Hoffman for later on in the ball game. I don't get it. I just don't understand why. Because at the end of the day, I still believe that it comes down to your players fucking executing. It doesn't matter what Rob Thompson does. Your players needed to fucking execute, and they did not. Soto needed to execute, he did not. I don't care about his track record. Go out there, your number is called, go execute. Kerkering, your number is called, go out there, execute. I don't care if you're 22 years old. Like I said, I don't care if you're 22 years old. I don't care if you're 35 years old. You go out there in a big situation, you go execute. I don't care if the moment's too big. Kimbrell, I don't care if you're fucking gas. Go out there, find a way to fucking execute. Should Christopher Sanchez gone deeper into the ball game? I don't know. I think the leash got cut short when Christopher forgot how many outs there were. I firmly believe that. But at the end of the day, too, your offense didn't score enough against the fucking bullpen game. Your offense didn't score enough against the bullpen game. And I said coming into this, offense needed to win the game. Your offense needed to win the game because I said it was guaranteed. Even though I said I had faith in Sanchez, it most likely wasn't guaranteed he was going more than 2 times through the order. He didn't even go full through that in the lineup. You knew the leash was going to be short. Your offense needed to hit. And they came out starting the game the worst way possible. By just getting shut down. It can't happen that often. It just can't. And now you're putting yourself on the wall because now the pressure's on you. The Diamondbacks responded to the pressure being down 2-0. And it's always, in these playoffs, you're not in trouble until you lose a game at home. Well, the Diamondbacks haven't lost a game at home. Yet. You need to win tomorrow. I don't want to count them out, because I'm not. Because at the end of the day, I still think this Phillies team is better than the Diamondbacks overall. This offense should not be shut down like this forever. It just can't be. You have your ace going on the mound tomorrow. It will put you in the best position possible to win the game. But yeah, Zack Gallen, who has a better ERA at home, definitely will be a tougher contest than his first game in Philadelphia. You need to hit tomorrow. That is the bottom line. You need to fucking hit. If you cannot fucking hit, it doesn't matter what your pitching does. It doesn't matter if your pitching goes 7 scoreless, the bullpen comes in and shuts the door down. If you don't score, you're not going to fucking win. If you don't score more than, I will say, you need to score at least 6 runs tomorrow. You need to put 6 runs at least on the board tomorrow. I need to see at least 2 home runs. I need to see Harper doing more. I need to see, who else? I need to see Castellanos fucking wake the fuck back up because he's reverted back to 2022 Castellanos. He has been shit since game 1. Since that home run, his only hit this series was the home run in game 1. That was it. Harper, could you say it's just them pitching around him to where he's not being able to do anything that he can? I don't know. Sean, the ballpark doesn't make a difference in my opinion. Your team's ability to hit home runs in any ballpark. You can hit home runs in any ballpark. You're built to do that. The ballpark shouldn't matter. The ballpark should not matter. You're built to hit home runs. You're built to drive balls into the gap, into the outfield, into the areas where outfielders can't get it. If you're not going to hit home runs, hit extra base hits. Marsh did that. Schwarber did that. Hell, fucking Rojas did that. You have the ability to do that. Keep doing that. You have the ability. You need to put runs on the board. You can hit the balls into the gaps. You can hit home runs. You have the ability to. The ballpark shouldn't fucking matter. I don't care if the roof's fucking closed. I don't care if the roof's fucking open. I don't care. You find your pitch, you fucking drive it. I don't care about this, put the ball in play and all this shit like that. Win the games the way that you win games. I don't care the way that you win games. Win the game. Do anything you fucking need to. I just don't get it, man. Just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like they took the approach that they had against Merrill Kelly and Zack Gallen in the first 2 games because they were uber aggressive against those guys, and they brought it into these 2 games and it did not work. Because, yes, they're still uber aggressive, and yes, they've been successful being uber aggressive. Swinging early in the count, getting their pitch in the first pitch or the first 2 pitches. Yes, it's done bodes for this team. Are they going to be able to have that same success against Zack Gallen tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because if you lose this fucking series, burn the franchise. Burn the franchise if you lose this series. Seriously. If you lose this series to the Diamondbacks, this is going to be the worst series loss in Phillies history. This is going to be the worst playoff series loss in Phillies history. This is going to top 2011 if that happens. And you're seeing stuff. Yeah, I even saw that, Sean. They were panning to Dave Dombrowski. Dave was fucking pissed. You saw it on his face. He knows his team is not performing to its capabilities. I'm sure Rob's pissed. Because, like, what fuck more do I need to do? Every guy that I'm calling out to is just not doing their job. Like, what more do I fucking have to do? Yeah, should he keep his guys in there for longer? The starting pitchers in there for longer? Probably. I don't know. I don't know. But no doubt he's going to have to give Zack Wheeler length tomorrow. He's gotta. Oh, loyalist, if they lose this series, this tops 2011. I'm sorry. If this series loss, if this happens, if they do find a way to lose this series, this tops 2011. Did they sign? We're talking about firing Rob Thompson here. Did they sign Rob to manage long? No, I think they extended like 2 years or something like that. 2 or 3 years or something like that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Well, you make the World Series, you'll have off days to rest your bullpen. That's not the issue. You'll have off days to rest your bullpen. It's unreal, man. It's just... Mindfreak, you're going to be a Phillies fan if they lose this series. You'll still be a Phillies fan. How many wins did St. Louis have in 2011? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't get it, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the fact this bullpen throughout the entire playoffs has been shut down. They've been fantastic. I don't know what the fuck's going on in these last 2 games. The Marlins series, the Braves series, the first 2 games of this series, they were fantastic. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They're not going to switch situations for Kimbrel. He's still going to be either he comes down in the 8th or he comes down in the 9th. Rob's not going to go away from that. Alvarado, same thing. He's not going away from that. Rob's not going to do anything. Yes, Arizona deserves to be in the NLCS. They fought their way here. They deserve to be here. But I still firmly believe the Phillies are a better team. The better team should be winning these games. You need to win tomorrow. You need to win tomorrow. Just don't get it, man. Rob Thompson on tonight's loss. You come back tomorrow and you play good baseball and get your ace on the mound. I think that's the best way to do it. JT Realmuto after the game. It was just a sloppy game all around. It's unacceptable to play that way in a game this big. So we got to turn the page, forget this one, and play better tomorrow. Alvarado said for sure when asked if he'll be available for Game 5. What else? What else? What else? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight, so that's a given. And they could get smoked tomorrow. I don't think Zack Wheeler's going to allow that to happen. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. I just am. I'm just tired of this shit. I'm tired of Philadelphia sports being a laughing stock, in my opinion. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Tired of it. It can never be fucking easy with these teams, man. Never be fucking. We can never just have a dominant postseason run. A team that just goes and dominates throughout the entire playoffs and goes and wins the championship. It just can't happen. It just can't happen. It just can't happen. No, it's gotta be hard. No, we gotta lose a game to the Kansas City Chiefs because Jonathan Gannon sucks. No, we lose a World Series last year because our offense stopped hitting. No, we're struggling against the Arizona Diamondbacks in their ballpark when we have a 2-0 series lead. It just can't fucking happen. Good for you, Daniel. Good for you. Good for you for being a troll. Good for you for being a troll. What are you, a Braves fan? What are you, a Mets fan? What are you? What are you? If you're a Mets fan, you have a over $1,000 billion payroll and you can't make the playoffs. If you're a Mets fan, what fan are you, Daniel? Huh? What fan are you? What fan are you? David, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of the lack of championships in this city. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of just getting close enough and not finishing the job. I'm tired of that. I want to have the success that Houston's having. Look at them. I know people counted them out at 2-0 with, all that. Oh, you're a Diamondbacks fan, okay. I don't know. Sometimes a random fan would pop up in here and talk trash, so. Not the worst fans in all in sports. Came up in your feed? Well, thank you for at least viewing the channel. I appreciate that at least. Well, I know Harris. I know Harris is a troll Braves fan, I believe, so. I don't know. I'm tired. Hurt. Betrayed. Everything. Everything. Thank you, Daniel, at least. I appreciate that. If you want to drop a sub, drop a sub. I appreciate it, at least. I appreciate it. Like I said, no offense to anybody that comes here. I'm in my feels. We're all in our feels. Astros will beat either team, so it really doesn't matter who wins this series. That could very well be true. Phillies have literally given away all three. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. They've led in all games that they've lost. Well, actually, they didn't lead yesterday. They should have, but they didn't. I don't know. I'm tired. I was supposed to be doing the gritty 5K tomorrow for the Flyers. I don't think I'm doing that. I'm going to be up too late editing. I don't think I'm doing that. Even though we already paid for it, I'm not doing that. Goes to charity. The money goes to charity at least, so. No. David, I'm in midfields. David, I'm in midfields. David, I'm in midfields. That's all. Because I feel like this year is your best shot to do it. That's what I feel. I feel like this year is your best shot to do it, in my opinion. JC, I hope that's the case, man. I hope that's the case. Yeah, mental torture, JC. Julian, mental torture. I guess that's the life of being a Philadelphia fan, constantly screaming at your TV team, man. That's what it is. My brain, my head hurts. My head hurts. Gotta watch this team tomorrow, then I gotta watch the Eagles probably get their shit kicked in by the Dolphins on Sunday. Jesus Christ. This is not gonna be a good weekend. I could already tell. I could already tell. God. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. I think I am. Yeah, I agree. Harper does need to wake up. I agree. Yeah, boys, I'm gonna end it here. It's 12:30. I'm gonna have to eventually edit in a few minutes, most likely whenever Brodes uploads his stuff. So I appreciate you guys joining here in the misery and the torture. It's a 2-2 series game. It's a 2-2 series. Still anybody's series. You need to win tomorrow, though. You need to win tomorrow. Zach Wheeler's on the bump against Zack Allen. Your offense needs to show up. Your offense needs to win. Confidence, Zach Wheeler, I don't think will put you in a position to lose the game. Your offense needs to hit. I don't care that Zack Allen has a better ERA at home. You need to win. You need to hit. It's demand. You need to do it. I'm demanding it. So thank you guys for joining the watch party. Thank you guys for joining the recap here. So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to check out everything in the description down below. I appreciate that as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Joining in. If you're an opposing fan, you come in and soak in my misery. If you're a Phillies fan, Philadelphia fan, or just anything, just newbie, join the TTPSPORTS family. Like I said, my brain's melted right now. I don't know what to say. So, thank you guys for joining tonight. Use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Rate deal, don't pass it up.